Hello everyone and welcome back to Soma. Last time, we euthanized a defenseless robot. As you can tell, we're good people, aren't we? To die of old age, your body replaces them. I think it was... It's not very fast at replacing them, but it can replace them. I think it's like every 7 years? I think it's every 7 years. Oh... Um, so it takes 10 to 7 days for neurons to make new connections. But I'm not sure how fast. Yeah, it's called neurogenesis. Um, okay, so in some animals it occurs in the hippocampus. Um, basically it's sort of like it's just neurons creating new neurons. Um, and then when their life ends, they die through, it's not necrosis, it's the other one. Apoptosis, I think. If you have something like Huntington's disease, then that kind of causes neurons to die through apoptosis at a greatly accelerated rate. Huntington's disease is terrifying, by the way. I think Azael has a video on on Huntington's disease. Just think that to imagine Huntington's disease, imagine that your brain in the middle is essentially just slowly eating itself or destroying itself. So there's a void growing in your head with Huntington's disease, and eventually you just die. It's like Alzheimer's, but Parkinson's is what I'm thinking about. But Huntington's is like Parkinson's, but it starts at a much earlier age. It's absolutely friggin' terrifying. Like seriously, if you are someone who has Huntington's disease and you were watching this, I'm sorry that you got that you pulled that short straw, and hopefully we find a way to at least stop Huntington's disease before it kills you, or progresses to the point that you just can't function anymore. I would probably wish to be dead. For those of you who don't know, it can have the fast version, which I think kills you by the time you're 30. There's the slow version that kills you by like 40 or 50. But it's just like a guaranteed death sentence. But life is a guaranteed death sentence. So hey, you know. But yeah, it's neurogenesis, birth of new neurons. So yeah, so your body does replace itself pretty regularly. Like your skin is days. I know skin is like days. Certain parts of your body are in weeks. Other parts last for months and some last for years. Most neurons will last you your entire life. I think. Neurons last a really long time. And it's hard to replace them too, which is Yeah, like your body isn't particularly great at making lots and lots of new neurons for you. If it was, we would be able to just sort of get that process going rapidly and then fix it. Like, if somebody had some sort of mental disorder, we'd be able to fix it quickly, but it doesn't work that way. What's that? Okay, we got like a sphere in there. $218. Let's just remember 218, just in case something needs it. Marks the Wrong, Intelligence Analyst, Theta, Pathos 2. Mr. Wrong, the company is very pleased to hear about your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Jonas Ross is able to steer and steady the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl and at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition. But please, make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. Yeah, okay. So the entire imperative was to, like, make the WoW work. Probably to eliminate the need for people down here. Nature of identity. Questions about the self? Who are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions be invalidated by the practical or mystified. By the practical or mystified but spiritually minded. In this book, Pavlina Martinu, professor of philosophy at Charles University in Prague, guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they have to say about identity. You see, if you're a night shower, if you're a morning shower, this is what your sheets will look like. All right, let's. Huh? It's a toque. Here's the bottom of the ocean. I assume it gets cold. Oh wow, those things are cold up. Ah. I was kind of hoping it would be something else. Are we strong? We are very strong. The big strong men. Big strong robot men. Okay, well, I think we've screwed around enough, and... Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the Ark. As I've explained, this is accompanied by causing... Okay, I can't read that. As I explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, no, there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the Ark. Yeah, but no, don't do that. So wrong. Hello, second viewer, how are you? So, okay, so here... Oh, okay, that's not a person. Alright, so here's how brain scans work. It's the same concept usually in sci-fi as teleporters. So, if you were to look at Star Trek, and you were to look at teleporters, there's this thing that happens. There's, basically, if they were to... The atoms that were you when you were teleported are not the atoms that are down there, wherever you were teleported to. That's the problem with teleportation. Instead, the atoms that were you were just copied and then destroyed. And a stream of atoms were taken down there wherever you were going to be teleported to, and then they were reconstituted in the exact same formation and just sort of set loose. And that's you. And this new copy of you is now running. So if they made that copy and then did the exact same thing, but instead of destroying you up top in the ship, they just teleported you down there, there would be two instances of you. They could also make multiple copies of you. That's the whole thing of teleportation. That starts to become really problematic. This is why the whole idea of teleporters on Earth, if we ever created them, in effect, in a like instant, you are in a nanosecond, you are completely destroyed and then reconstituted elsewhere. Terrifying, right? So the question becomes, are you now dead and is your copy now alive? Did your consciousness move over? Or when you teleported, this instance of your consciousness just poof, gone? What is consciousness? Can you move it between those instances? Because we haven't actually done this to someone, and worse, because you couldn't really tell if this is actually happening, like, we don't know what the answer is. So most scientists that I've seen talk about this have said that if they developed teleporters, they would never use them. They might use them to clone themselves, but they wouldn't have themselves be like deconstituted, you know, disintegrated. But it's the same idea with a brain scan. There are two instances of you. Maybe your consciousness does move over to the other one, but there's probably a coin flip. And if you win the coin flip, then you get transferred over. If you lose the coin flip, then maybe when you get teleported or you get brain scanned, you get annihilated. And your copy thinks that is basically the version of you that thinks it won the coin flip is currently existing. And it has absolutely no concept of you even existing. But maybe it does. Like, the whole thing about Catherine is that she's fully cognizant of the fact that there's another version of her. She's fully cognizant of the fact that she is a copy. That doesn't bother her. But oh boy, I have a feeling it will bother Samuel? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I think it's Samuel. Okay, we can't turn that on. We've got the wire over here with stuff. Disgusting. Pretty sure Simon just wants to gulp this stuff down and probably heals him. Oh, nice. Trackball. Remember back when I played WoW? There was one of the guys in our guild that used a trackball. And so WoW was always designed with a mouse in mind. So he took his trackball and just went whee! And like his character just started spinning around rapidly and it disconnected him from the game. Because it wasn't expecting you to be able to do that. Yeah. Okay, I don't think those are save points, by the way. I think those just heal you. So if it is a heal, I want to save it. Mr. Martin Fisher. Okay, what do we got? More shirts? Fantastic. Okay, locked. Lockhead. Does Martin have kit? Does he have kids? Thought I heard a footstep. Oh, it's reacting to the blood. I literally didn't notice the blood. I was just like, oh, hey, it's this, it's this, it's this. Oh, hey, pictures. And it's like, hey, guess what? There's blood everywhere. Fantastic. I mean, she looks cute. I need to do that one of these days. Have an excuse to dye my hair some color before I go bald. Dye like the 3 hair follicles that are left. Aw. Yeah, this is a lady, right? Robin? Yeah, I think this is a lady. So we're probably looking at like for kids and stuff. You know, before someone decided to oh, straight razor. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's things that can very easily slit someone's, you know. Alright, what's this? We're all dying anyway. I'm all in. Put my faith in Serang and the continuum and the unity. Cool. That's not a good idea. You would think these, well, you know, then again, I was going to say, you would think these people would know better, but at the same time, one, they're desperate. It's a big one. 2, the world has ended. So, they're kind of just desperate to not die down here. Because sooner or later, the hull fails, and water basically bursts into this area. And then everyone's basically just living in suits. At a certain point beyond that, everybody dies. So, on one hand, it's like, yeah, they should know better, but on the other hand, when people are desperate, they'll believe pretty much anything. A lot of weird sounds coming from over there. Can you get over here? I'm guessing he can't, but there was some flesh person. He might be coming around. Catherine, you seen this shit? Yeah, wow goop, yeah, good, good. Tasty. Okay, well, wonderful. Restaurant. Getting flashbacks to Doom 3 now. Imagine you spend your entire life in Toronto and then this is what you become. A monster. Some sort of creature. Okay. Okay, this place is falling apart. No longer we're here. I think this place is on its last legs. That would just be us looking at ourselves again. What the? Oh, hey, no more jump scares. Okay. Okay, so did this door open up? I hope it didn't. I would really like for this door to have not opened. Okay, good. Hello, second viewer. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Terrifying hellhole. What is over here? Oh yeah, we already been in here? Yeah, we can talk to Catherine anytime that she wants to talk to us. Okay, what's over here? You know, this somehow looks worse than the other one. Catherine! How's it going?
We need to find someone who knows the cipher. It's the only way to fire up the Dunbat.
I know, but the other one's scary.
Find someone who knows the security cipher.
I'm gonna hang out for a second. Okay, let's go. Alright, what is over here? Okay.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
Ooh.
This is where I would store the ARC scans.
So you saved the whole staff digitally on these chips?
That was the plan.
Awesome.
Damaged.
Most of them are fried though.
Bust.
Well, I guess we're screwed. Alright, let's look for the error, see what we can find. Unable to connect mainframe. Please reset the router in the sub-level vault or contact maintenance. Wow. Not looking forward to that. Yeah. Oh.
Need to fix that mainframe connection.
Yes. Okay.
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises. Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Okay. Nanami composition. Compress Nakajima neurograph. Continuous time 21 milliseconds. Name Nanami 1997. He died at 24-ish. Berg. Paste files. Compressed Nakajima neurograph. Author David Munshi. Name Paul Berg. Birth 1984. Death 2069. Canadian. Munshi.
David Munshi. How did this... What is this?
It would be 92. No. 98. Nice. Hello, Nuvio.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munshi's templates. A legacy scan.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed.
Yeah, June 1st.
The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. It's made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. wasted.
That is how that goes, unfortunately. In psychology, there's this whole thing where we have people who survive, we'll say, attempting to no longer exist, if you get my drift. What do they say on TikTok? To, like, what is it they say on TikTok in place of this? It's not self-terminate. Oh, unalive themselves. So, I love like the future therapist is just like, ugh, just talk about it already. Actually, don't talk about it. You don't actually don't want to talk about it because then that causes other people to do it. So people who survive attempting to unalive themselves, they there's this thing that happens where if they well, obviously we said they survive, right? So they are unaliving themselves, which means they did not succeed. Para means they didn't succeed. There's this thing where like people will jump off cliffs to unalive themselves or high places. There's the whole thing of once they no longer have the ability to stop this from happening, like the cliff is the bridge or whatever is out of reach. A lot of people don't want to go through with it anymore. There's that sense of finality now. There's also the whole thing that it's kind of people wanting to do that to themselves is very temporary. People wanting to cause harm to themselves is very temporary. Most of the time, there are people with mental conditions that are permanent, where they just always don't want to exist anymore. They usually eventually succeed. That's just kind of how that goes. If every instance of you existing is you want to die, then eventually you are going to succeed. Kind of hard to stop someone. I mean, they can bite their tongue off. And what are you going to do? So, but it is temporary. So the whole thing there is that when people are exposed to life-ending situations, there is a very strong tendency after that, when they've recovered enough to where they aren't going to immediately die, that they have renewed passion for life. In many cases, they start. There's that saying that you don't really appreciate what you have until it's gone. That's kind of true. But yeah, that's kind of the part that sucks. He lived for less than a month after his car crash. It's rough, man. It's rough. Like brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries, are incredibly dangerous. However, was his desire then for this data to live on? The problem is that that data isn't going to live on. Oh. When was the scan captured? April 28th. Okay, so they they perfected the system. That's why it took less time.
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Jarrett's wish for this to continue on. So we're going to let that wish remain.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Laser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Jeez. Okay. Also, use 300 pounds? I would be. I guess, you know, just eat a lot of food,
Thanks,
but.
Strohmeyer. That's a real helpful report. Be quiet, the proxy listens. What happened to Theta? No explanations anywhere.
Kinda sounds like a warning.
Let's just leave that open. Jeez, what the hell? Okay, well, that's not good. Like the WoW's fluids are just integrated all throughout their body. That's horrifying. Oh, only one way to go. Oh. That thing here, just here. mouse sounds? Is it mouse? Ooh, dead end. Okay. Let's try to get out of here. Oh no. Friggin' monster. Oh. It can open doors. I don't know if it can see or not. I don't think it can actually go over here, though. So I think as long as you get to that, you're safe. Ish. Can it see? Is the question. Well, it's back there. Oh no, we went into the wrong one. Cool. That's horrifying. I think it's trying to pathfind to us. Okay. Okay, it just opened the door. Alright, alright. Use reset router. Mainframe online. Okay, cool. Let's get the hell out of here. That thing was friggin' terrifying.
Good job, Simon.
This better have worked. I'm not going down there again.
Is there another one? I hope there's not another one.
The legacy scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines thinking they're people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Okay, slot one. And projector active. Insert chip containing data scan. Okay, scan log. Catherine Chung, Nikolai Ivanskin, Jasper Hill, Sarah Lindwall, Ian Pedersen, Heather Wojciechs, Mark Sarang, suicide. Our project on hold as Strohmeyer investigates death at Sarang. Emma Alvarado, Imogen Reed, Luis Miron, suicide. Jessica Davis, Peter Strasky, Nathan Grau, he committed suicide. Maggie Kamorebi, Nadine Masters, Vanessa Hart, Keith Barth Queen, Gavin Finley committed suicide. Baxter Rogers, Chris Josick, Javed Goya, Astrid Creer, Alice Foster, Brandon Wan, Robin Boss, Dorian, Martin Fisher, Guy Conrad. Thank you, Conrad. How that goes, unfortunately. Imogen Reed. Equa American Guy Conrad North Englander. Network transfer? Transfer denied. Data reconstructed by WoW. Do not use. Applied to ARC. Not necessarily necessary for ARC. Water filled up. Steel tank. Cool. Okay. Just some other location I need to put this. And projector. There has to be something else I'm missing. Let's see. Okay. They would use a scan room. Can't copy them over. Scan projector active. Insert chip containing. Okay, well, let's go back, I guess. How do I get that over? Not necessarily for art, but I assume that Catherine's just sort of looking at us like, man, this guy is stupid. I think it is 100 years, so I assume we're like cavemen to her. And then comp. Is there another one? What I'm seeing there and what I'm seeing here. Ah. These are all fried. Yeah, okay. Excellent.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Got the intact Muir ship, yes. Okay, well. Okay.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Okay, Sarah. Buildings up because of continuity. Strohmeyer is really mad. His Titan security ARC project on hold. Brandon Wan, Construct Wrangler. What does Strosky do again?